Hello learners, we've been discussing about MTD versus Chile. In the last two videos, we discussed the factual circumstances of the case and we discussed about the claim of violation of FET. So in this video, we will look at the claim with regard to indirect expropriation. So basically MTD alleged that Chile has indirectly expropriated its investment because claimant had irrevocably invested within that location, on that location. It had decided to invest in that location, and then Chile had refused to rezone the land, and therefore that affects its investment, and this amounted to indirect expropriation. Particularly, we can see the MTD relying on metal-clad case in CME versus Czech Republic case for supporting its argument. I hope you do remember we did discuss metal-clad case. CME versus Czech Republic, we generally, it's very relevant for the context of FPS, which technically does not fall with it, was with regard to TV license. So it does not involve an environmental measure. So we didn't discuss CME versus Czech Republic case in detail for this particular course, but we discussed metal clad versus Mexico case. If you remember metal clad case, the federal permit was given, but municipality denied the construction permit for the construction of a landfill. So the denial of construction permit was decided to be violation of expropriation provision, and also ecological degree itself also in and of itself is a violation of expropriation. That is where metal clad award is highly criticized. So the claimant here, MTD, relied on, lack of permit can also be considered to be expropriation, and therefore since they did not rezone the land use, and that something amounts to indirect expropriation. Interestingly, Chile took an argument by saying that you still in control of your investment, you can still apply for rezoning, and you can still try and all those things. So that is what Chile took a contention. So since you are in control of the investment, it does not amount to expropriation. So the tribunal stated that this does not amount to expropriation, because the tribunal stated that MTD does not have a right to ask Chile to rezone the land use, right? So Chile can do it, but it does not have an obligation to do so. So on that ground, the tribunal stated that this does not amount to indirect expropriation, but it was unfair on the part of Chile to treat the investor MTD in such a way that you would approve the FIC application and then you cited your own policy to reject that investment to go ahead. So that they said it's unfair, but it does not amount to expropriation. So in this case, we only found, we can see that the tribunal has only found a violation of FET provision, but not the expropriation provision. And with regard to damages, since the investor had failed to protect itself from the business risk, so it stated that half of the damage had to be borne by the investor as well. So there was a 50-50 split, and Chile had filed an annulment petition against this award as well, and annulment committee also dismissed the claim of Chile. So we could see that this is the final position with regard to the claims and the decision of the tribunal here. So with that, we conclude our discussion on MTD versus Chile. So in the next video, we'll look at one other case. Thank you.